By the end of this video, you are going to see this back wall stacked with my $3,000 Pokemon investments, so let's get straight into it. Hey guys, it's Pokemonster here, and I'm just doing this 2-month update video to show you guys everything I've bought in the last 2 months. So starting off with the only One Piece item in today's video, we have this OP01 booster box, sealed booster box. So very happy to have this in the collection. It was a little bit difficult to get these in the past 2 years or so, but they did do a restock in some stores. So super happy to have this one ticked off. Next, we are going to move on to the Pokemon singles because the sealed stuff is going to take up most of this video. So first we have this Yveltal UR PSA 10 from the Best of XY. Purchased this for about £320 or $380 from Hater TCG at the Wembley card show. So really cool card and happy to have it in the personal collection. Next, we have a Tag Team Lopunny and Jigglypuff GX card in a PSA 10. So this comes from the Japanese version of Cosmic Eclipse called Alter Genesis. I got this basically for free in terms of a trade, so I didn't add any cash on it with Lonic Collects at the Kent card show. So if you check out my vlog from that show, you'll see me making that trade. More pickups at the Kent card show, a trade for the Virizion and Terrakion or Iron Leaves and Iron Boulder SAR cards. Traded this with Pokestumpy again at the Ken card show. I'd value it about £40, probably a bit less now, like £30. So 2 more SARs ticked off into the personal collection. And then finally for now, we have this Jolteon Master Ball card that I picked up again at the Kent card show to go with my 151 Master set. So let's put it into the binder right now. Okay, so there we have it. The Jolteon Master Ball is in the binder alongside with the Vaporeon Master Ball and the Eevee Master Balls. Okay, so next we are moving on to the sealed Pokemon purchases, which is probably what you guys all want to see. So I'm going to start off with an English one so I can place it in the background. So just a piece of carton here, but this is basically a case of Surging Sparks PC ETBs. So if you look at the sticker, you can see the SV08 Elite Trainer box mark here. Obviously, based on the size of this case, you know that there's 4 ETBs in here. So this is a PC ETB case that I bought for retail price in the UK for about £220. So just putting it in the background there, but I think it's a good buy for retail price. $54.99 in the UK, and obviously it's got the Shinji Konda Magneton Pokemon Center promos alongside with 2 extra booster packs of Surging Sparks. Sorry for the focus coming in and out, it's obviously because of my hands, but you've got 11 packs of Surging Sparks in each PC ETB plus the 2 Magneton. So we've got our purchases so far nicely laid at the back there, but before I move on to the next part, I'm trying to get to 1,500 subscribers before the end of this month. So if you do enjoy Pokemon investing and opening content, you want to see what I'm buying, you have any questions, please do feel free to subscribe and leave a comment in today's video as to which pickup was your favorite. So we're going to go to some Japanese sealed. We got 2 booster boxes of Triplet Beat because I believe this had a restock about last month, so I got these for retail price. Now why did I buy this set? SV1A I believe. It's got the Magikarp AR, it's got the Dendra SAR, and it's got the 3 Starter Evolution SARs. So overall, I like the set theme. I think it's been printed a bit less than the other Japanese sets. Obviously, that AR Magikarp is really going to push the value for the set, so happy to get it at retail price. Next up, we've got 3 booster boxes of Mask of Change, so probably one of my least favorite sets from the Scarlet and Violet era. It does have that Carmine SAR in it, which is going to push up the value a little bit, or prop it up, I want to say. It's obviously got those 4 mask SARs, the Wellspring, Ogerpon masks, but I'm not a huge fan of those. And those are the only Pokemon SARs in the set. The only reason why I bought this is because I'm still sticking to my rule of 3 Japanese booster boxes for every set. I do value my sealed collection in terms of having all the sets that I can have, so I'm just going to stay consistent with this and keep picking it up, but I'm not saying this is a good investment, and it's definitely not a good investment in the short term. Next, we have got some slightly better Japanese boxes. So first we start off with a booster box of Thunderclap Spark that I bought for £100. So this set doesn't really have much, but it's like an earlier SM Sun and Moon set, which does contain the Kahili. So I like the box art, and again, one of my side quests is to get as many early Sun and Moon boxes that I don't have yet. So for £100, like 120, 130 bucks, this was worth it for me. Next, we've got some Paradigm Trigger that I picked up from the Pokémon Center. So you've got the Pokémon Center sticker there. I think I bought this together with some 151 and V-Star Universe packs, which I'll address later on in this video. Getting this at retail price in Japan for 4,950 yen felt very satisfying, considering that when the set first came out, it was obviously pretty much double MSRP. This is the Japanese version of Silver Tempest. Currently not doing so well, but obviously it's a Lugia set, and the Lugia alt art is one of my favorites, so hopefully it'll do well in the future, but certainly not gonna grow anytime soon. Okay, next we're gonna move on to the good stuff, in my opinion. So I have got 1, 2, 3, and 4 booster boxes of the Japanese Surging Sparks, which is Supercharged or Super Electric Breaker. I actually bought 7 or 8 boxes and I opened 4, but I'm gonna keep these 4 sealed. So obviously it's a Pikachu set, and even with the Crystal Terra hat, people seem to have changed their minds over the terrestrialized gimmick, at least for the popular Pokemon. So I think this set could do well in the future. Obviously there is a huge question mark over Japanese for now. English is the dominant force over Japanese at the moment, but picking these up for retail can't hurt, and I do prefer Japanese as a collector myself. And before I move on to the next bit, I did want to show off some of the cards that I pulled from my 4 boxes, including this Milotic and Feebas set. So let me try and get the better lighting here. Yeah, there you go. Milotic and Feebas set looks really, really nice. So I'm happy that I pulled that, and basically once I pulled that, I was like, okay, I don't need to open anymore. But really, really nice card, that Milotic SIR. Let me know if you've been opening Surging Sparks yourself and what pulls you've been getting. Okay, so next we are going to move on to the big dogs that everyone is talking about right now, which is English sealed product, aside from those Surging Sparks PC ETBs that I got. First, we start off with this Fusion Strike booster box that I got for £120, £122 all in, my bad, which is going to be around $150. I'll explain how I did that very shortly when I show you the next item that I bought together with this. But there we have it, Fusion Strike. Obviously can't go wrong with this. Still in stock in the UK Pokemon Center if I've got any UK viewers. Obviously the situation is a little bit different in the US. Next, we've got this Twilight Masquerade booster box. I got this for £99 and it's about £120 now. So if you're not familiar, if you're a US viewer, the sort of standard booster box price for Scarlet and Violet was about £95 to £100, but £120 is considered pretty high. It's about $150, $160 US, my best guess is. So very happy to have picked this up for £99. Obviously, it's still got that Greninja SIR. I think it's going to be overshadowed by the Pikachu from Surging Sparks, but let's see. In any case, very happy to pick up this very nice condition booster box. Okay, so a slight change of camera angle so you guys can still see everything. Almost there, but first I gotta show you guys the hottest set in town at the moment, which is Surging Sparks. I've got more than one booster box, but here's the first one. Second booster box. A third booster box, and that's pretty much all I got for Surging Sparks. I bought these for £97 or about 120 bucks. I just knew this set was going to be good. Obviously people have been waiting, or like most of the people who don't like Scarlet and Violet have been waiting for a good set. I believe this is the one that sort of changed people's minds about Scarlet and Violet. It's obviously got the huge Pikachu SIR, which has been selling for some ridiculous prices, but it also combines a lot of the chase cards from the Japanese Paradise Dragona set, including the Latias SIR and the Lesia SIR. So when you combine everything into one big set, it's obviously going to be very popular because there are more things for people to chase. So that's why I picked up 3 of these. I did actually have a case to start with, but I toned it down a little bit because I'm still making other personal collection purchases in the meantime. Just before I get onto my final item, which I'm excited to show you guys, I did pick up some Japanese Pokemon 151 booster packs, which are not shown here, and V-Star Universe, because the Pokemon Center Japan or PCJ did a restock for retail price. If you're into Pokemon 151, don't panic because reprints are coming onto the market right now and in December. But yeah, so I just wanted to leave a note about those other things that I've bought, but that I can't show you guys right now. Without further ado, the final item in today's video is this absolutely gigantic Pokemon 151 UPC, which is barely fitting into this picture. But the best thing about this is that my all-in price for this was about £72 or like 90 bucks. And the way I did this is obviously the Pokemon World Championships had these 15% off codes, so I used that on the Pokemon Center UK. On top of that, when you bought a UPC from the Pokemon Center UK, they gave you that Squirtle Pokemon Center promo, so bought this together with the Fusion Strike, which meant that the UPC was only £100 and then minus £30 for the Squirtle, which I traded away. The all-in cost for this was about £70 or 90 bucks. Okay, so I've tried to fit as much as I can onto this picture, but that is pretty much my pickups for the last 2 months, other than some major Grell pickups, which I'll be showing in my next update. It depends really on how much I'm going to be spending in the next 2 months or so. I'm still not sure because I'm trying to organize a trip to Japan as well. Personally, I think for the average everyday collector like myself, I'm pretty happy with this. Obviously 5 booster boxes, 3 of Surging Sparks that I got at a good price, Japanese booster box fill up, including some that I need for the personal collection up there, UPC for a cheap price, and obviously the alt arts that I need for the personal collection. So I'm very happy with my pickups, totaling about 3,000 bucks. Let me know how you think I did. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Happy collecting, and I'll see you guys next time.